Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about logical operators. Okay. Now, I'll take an example to explain you the concept of logical operator. All right. There is a task here. Let us solve it together. Marks of two students in various subjects are given below. So we have marks of Ravi and Mohan in three subjects. Okay. Who is the person with highest average marks? So we need to calculate the average of these marks. Okay. And then we need to check who is the person with highest of average marks. All right. So let us do that. Let me go here. You can pause the video and try it for yourself if you want. If not, you can watch me doing it. I'll say const and I'll say Ravi marks is equal to, let me see the marks here, 78, 67, 91. 78 plus 67 plus 91. Alright, 91. So I am adding these three. And then I am storing it in a variable called as Ravi marks. Alright. Next, I'll say const Mohan marks is equal to, let me see the marks, 68, 43, 98. So I'll say 68 plus 43 plus 98. Okay. I am saving the sum of this in Mohan marks. Alright. But then here they say who is the person with highest average marks. So we need to calculate average, correct? So instead of calculating average in the next step, we can just do it here itself. So we can have brackets and divide by 3. Alright, divide by 3. So add these 3 first and then divide it by 3 and then store the result in Ravi marks. That is what this means. Okay. So we have talked about operator precedence, correct? So first whatever is in the bracket will be evaluated and then divided by 3. Same goes here. Let me add a bracket here and at the end and divide by 3. Alright. So now let me say console.log. I want to print and check the marks. Okay, let me print or log to the console and check the marks. So we have 78 point this and 69 point this. So this is marks of Ravi, first one, and this is marks of Mohan. Okay. Now by looking at this, you can decide that marks of Ravi, average marks of Ravi is more than that of Mohan, correct? But then let us have an if loop and print something. Okay, let us compare it and print something. Alright, I'll say if, okay, if and something, and then I'll say this, and then I'll say else, and then I'll say this. Alright. So this is the structure of if else, you know this. Now what do I want to do? I want to check whether mark of Ravi is more than marks of Mohan or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Okay. So let me say Ravi greater than Mohan. Alright. So if marks of Ravi, average marks of Ravi is greater than average marks of Mohan, then log to the console that Ravi has highest marks. Okay, highest average marks. Now if Ravi has more average marks than Mohan, this has to be the output. Or if this comes out as true, okay, if this comes out as true, then do this. All right. Now if not, What else? If not, we'll say Mohan has highest marks. Okay. So if this comes out as false, that is, if marks of Mohan is greater than marks of Ravi, then print this. That is what this means. Okay. So let me run this. So yeah, you can see Ravi has highest average marks. So marks of Ravi is this. So this is obtained using this line. We have printed it out. So as 78 is more than 69, it prints out Ravi has highest average marks. So this is printed and this is neglected. All right. Now let me modify this. Let me have this as 93. All right, and 98. Okay. So 98, 93, 98. Now when I run it, you can see I get Mohan has highest average marks. That is because average marks of Mohan is 96, which is higher than 78. All right. Now let me change the marks. Okay. Let me say 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Okay. I could have had different numbers adding to different values. Okay. But then I want to have this and this same. All right. Now let me run this. So it says Mohan has highest average marks. Let us see why. All right. Now, if Ravi marks is greater than Mohan marks, then log to the console this. So is Ravi marks greater than Mohan marks? No, correct? Ravi marks is equal to Mohan marks. It is not greater than, and so this comes out as false. And when this comes out as false, this is printed out automatically. Okay. This is executed automatically. But then here, this result is, or this output is not correct. Mohan has highest average marks is not correct because they both have the same. Correct? So let us change this a bit. So what I'll say is else if. Okay, I'll have an else if condition and I'll say Mohan marks greater than Ravi marks. All right. Else if this, then I'll cut this and paste it here. Okay. So if Ravi marks is greater than Mohan marks, Ravi has the highest marks. Else if Mohan marks is greater than Ravi marks, then Mohan has the highest average marks must be printed. Now, if this is not true, then what must be the case? Then they both must be equal, correct? Either this is true or this is true. If both are false, then it means both the marks are same, correct? So else console.log both have the same marks. All right. So that's all. Now when I run this, I get an output saying both have the same marks. That is because this and this both come as false. So when both are false, this is executed. All right. And when are both of these false? When these two are equal. All right. Yes. Now let us proceed further. Next condition. A student secures the first place if he has highest average marks and the mark is greater than 80. All right. So now there are two conditions. First is that he should have highest average marks, and then that average mark must be greater than 80. If that is the case, he secures first place. Alright. So we have double conditions now. Let us use that. Alright. So here, if Ravi marks is greater than Mohan marks. Now this is one condition. Okay. This condition corresponds to this. And then the mark is greater than 80. So we need to have one more condition here, which I'll say Ravi marks greater than 80. Alright, greater than 80. So this and this both has to be satisfied, or both have to come out as true. For what? For him to secure the first place. Okay. So this condition and this condition both has to be satisfied for him to secure the first place. And to say that both conditions must be satisfied, we use AND operator. Okay. So this is the logical operator here. So we use two ampersand symbols. Alright, two AND symbols, which means this and this both have to be true, or both have to be satisfied for this to be the result or output. Okay, so this is the logical operator that we are going to learn about. Alright, so AND operator. So AND operator makes sure that this is executed when this and this both are true. Okay, and this and this. Alright, so it is in the sentence itself. This and this both have to be true. Alright, so now this is not only for this. We have to copy this and have it here too. Correct? Here too. And this has to be Mohan. Alright? Mohan marks. So if Ravi marks of Ravi is greater than Mohan marks, and marks of Ravi is greater than 80, Ravi has secured the first place. Else, if marks of Mohan is greater than marks of Ravi and marks of Mohan is greater than 80, Mohan has secured the first place. Okay. Now, this is not required. So, let me remove this, and this is also not required. Else. So, else is enough. So, let me run it and let me change 60. Okay. So let me run it, and here I get an error. Now this is an error which commonly beginners get, and it is because they put the conditions in the separate parentheses. Alright, which should not be the case. So it has to be one single parenthesis, and inside which both condition must be mentioned. Okay, so this and this both in parentheses. Alright, so do not have separate set of parentheses. Okay, now let us check if it is correct. Yes, it is correct. Yes, then so it is else if. Alright, else if. So this is correct. So this is also correct, and Mohan has secured first place. Now let me have some. Okay, so 90, let me have 90 here, and now let me run it. Alright, so mark of Ravi is 90 and mark of Mohan is 50, average marks. So 90 is greater than 80. So this and this both conditions are satisfied, or both come out as true, and so this is executed. Okay, Ravi has secured the first place. Ravi has secured the first place. Alright, now let me have 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, 90 here, 90 here. Right, so 90 here. Now when I run it, I get Mohan has secured the first place. That is because this and this are false now. This is true and this is also true. And so this is the resultant output. Okay. So this AND operator is executed or comes out as true when both are true. Similarly, we have OR operator. Okay. And for OR operator, we use this. Alright, we use this. Now this is available above your enter button on the keyboard. So hold shift and press the backslash key. You'll get this symbol which is called as pipe symbol. Now this stands for OR. Alright, this stands for OR. Now what does it mean? What does it mean? So let me change it to 40 here, 40 here, 40 here. Alright. So see, I have 50, 50, 50, 40, 40, 40. Okay. Now, yeah. So let me run it. Yeah. So see, this is OR operator. OR operator will execute this or come out as true when either this or this comes out as true. Alright. So as the name suggests, for OR to come out as true, any one should be true. That's all. For AND, both should be true. For OR, any one should be true. So here, is Ravi marks greater than Mohan marks? So Ravi marks is 50. Is it greater than 40? Yes, it is. Or Ravi marks greater than 80. Is Ravi marks greater than 80? No, it is not greater than 80. So this is false, but this is true. And since this is true, this is executed. Okay, this is executed. So when one of the conditions is true, then you will have the result. Alright. So here changing doesn't matter. Alright, it doesn't matter now. I'll get Ravi has secured the first place as a result. So OR operator works when any one of them is true. Okay. So this is the explanation for logical operator. So we have one more operator. We'll learn about it when it matters. Okay. So go ahead and practice the things that we had learned in this video and then proceed to the next video. Okay. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.